Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today to pull as the first ever Wind Erudition character is here. And I don't know what is going on with the star thing on his chest, but that's cool. I like that. Now, as per usual, I've not actually read through his kit. I do know a couple things about him, but not too much. And also during this process, our servo right now is currently E5. So if we can get that last servo, okay, well, we got the last servo. And with that, all of our 4-star characters are now E6. Although I just realized it's kind of crazy. There are only 3 4-star characters out of everyone that we're using. I guess they don't really release many new 4-stars, do they? Also, we are guaranteed to win the 50-50. So I just need to get a little lucky. And if I do get lucky, then I might be able to get his weapon as well, or the light cone. Although I'm not seeing our little holographic ticket. I imagine we're getting close. No, not close enough. But this one, watch this. This is it. Trust. Trust. It's the next one, just like I said. But before we do that next one, the month did just reset. And apparently I have 13 pulls on the standard banner. So let's just do that. We get nothing we can really use. And 3 extra wishes get us a whopping another thing that we can't use. But that's a great idea. You guys should subscribe for more. Now back to what we all came here for. This one is gold. This should be a guaranteed 50-50 unless I completely forgot about something. Here is our boy. I feel like you'd pronounce his name Anaxa, but I'm usually wrong. So I'm hoping that's not too wrong. Maybe it's like Anaxa. No, Anaxa. It can't be Anaxa. 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 I don't know. Do I have any pity on the weapon banner or light cone banner? Yes, 1. This should go well. Yeah, we just do a couple pulls. Who's mowing the lawn outside? I cannot believe the audacity of these people. Don't they know that I'm doing super important pulls right now? And speaking of pulls, this is our last 10 pull that we can do currently. It is not gold, which I believe puts us around 31 pity. You know what? I'll just do a single pull. Why not? 32 pity. It's also not gold. Oh, wait, I can do one more. 33. Oh, I was really hoping. I mean, it was a 4-star and it is Erudition. Now, I guess I could keep saving these, but I already do have this light cone. Yes, I could superimpose it. I don't know if it's really worth it when I could instead try to get a signature light cone for someone else. And then all of these 4-stars, like we said, are max Eidolon, so I don't need to get those either. Meaning it might be a better idea to just get another 10 pull, putting us at 43 pity, no gold. But I think we should be able to get his light cone as long as we keep pulling. Oh, speaking of, I get this. Surely this is the one to be another 3-star. As far as I'm aware, they did give us this light cone previously. We got it max superimposed through an event, and it can be good on him. But obviously, I'm also going for a signature, so I'm not gonna level it yet, but I will start leveling up an Anax. Apparently he needs stuff that I have never farmed, which is why I always stockpile all of my Trailblaze power until I get to the cap. That way when there's a new character, I can just farm like crazy for them. Luckily for us, this is a very easy thing to farm. Let's just have a peek at the other thing. Echoing whales. Wait, no enemy target dropping this material at the moment? What do you mean by that? I mean, luckily I can craft some, but what do you mean nothing is dropping this? I'm gonna need more. All right, I have farmed up everything that we need to max ascend this boy, and then we will level him up to level 80. I am so hoping that he needs the papers for his traces, because I have farmed so many of those in preparation for the next character. Oh, he does. Let's go. But again, I am still going to need the thing that apparently nothing is dropping right now. I will have to figure out what that means for us. What the heck does it mean nothing is dropping them? How do I get a lot of these? Is the only way to get these really to just farm for money? Because I looked it up and that was the only spot that it said I could find them. That's weird. So I ran it 6 times. How many of them do I get? I get 30 of the lowest tier. I guess I'm gonna be here for a little while. A bit of time later, and quite a lot of our Trailblaze power later, I have all of the traces maxed out. Since I'm waiting to do anything with the light cone, we can now move on to the relic situation. And from what I've been told, Eagle of the Twilight Lane is one of his best sets. I spent a few days farming it because I figured wind character probably wants wind stuff. And I mean, I got this. Unfortunately, it's not speed boots, which is probably what we want. But for the time being, we'll go with the attack. Then I have a crit rate body with no rolls into crit damage, but summon to attack, also no speed, so we're gonna be nice and slow. Then for the hands, we have double crit attack percent, and once again, 0 speed. But for the helmet, double crit, and 6 speed. Now, you can all correct me if I'm wrong on this. Although I guess I don't have to say that because you will correct me whether I ask you to or not. Apparently, he does some wind boosting stuff in his kit naturally, so you can go for double attack percent on the ornaments. Unfortunately, none of them are rolling well, so it's looking like some farming is in my future. Some stuff that I read says we want 130 speed, and we can see we are so close to that. All we gotta do is switch that 3 and the 0, which, you know, that's pretty easy to do. There is also currently a triple drop rate increase thing going on in here, but I'm thinking I might just go with this set because it's an additional crit rate, and we will always have that buff active. And it looks like we have 12 attempts at that buff, so I'm spending all of this here. Hopefully we get something good. That one... okay, I guess. Do I have a full set that I can put on him? I am both asking that rhetorically, but also kind of asking myself because I'm not sure. While I was farming, I did do some more research online into how to properly build this guy, and it seems that we want 134 speed. Oh, this could be interesting as long as it avoids a certain one stat that I'm not going to name. Oh, that didn't do that. Just don't do it again. Do not roll into that stat again. Okay, I will use that. Oh, we got another one to roll double crit. Okay, it only rolled bad once, which was the flat HP, and it doesn't have speed, which also kind of sucks, but I'm gonna use it. I know I said earlier that we could go with attack percent instead of wind damage, but it's the best one that I have, and it rolled decently. Now I turn my attention back to our relics, and I'm thinking that we can go ahead and craft some speed boots. Oh, 130 speed it is. I obviously want to keep pulling for his light cone, so we can go out and try to do some of the events that are up right now. Yo, some of it's still time gated. I'm actually not late for once. I never do events early. I'm not gonna read anything. Nope, no instructions, please. Oh, crap, I brought Herda. No, sorry, I meant to bring your big sister. No, I just hit start challenge again. All right, this time I got it. This time, I keep doing this as well. I keep putting in Herda instead of the Herda by accident. The other thing worth noting is if I use the new guy that I'm afraid to say his name wrong again, and I give him Jade's buff, then he's going to get his speed buff anyways. But at the same time, I want to give that buff to the Herda, so I don't know. Oh, not this again. This is when it goes to like big boy difficulty, which my account does not appreciate. I'm gonna try it though. Perhaps I will be pleasantly surprised. I'm not sure if you guys were aware of this yet, but as an Erudition-Only account, we actually don't have any form of healing, which kind of makes prolonged battles a bit difficult. I have to admit, these enemies are just a bit tanky. Somehow, I've made it to wave 4. There is no way I make it further than this, but I think that's pretty decent. Oh, I made it to wave 4, but I didn't eliminate wave 4, so I only get the first one. I see how it is. It may be in my best interest to actually read what's happening, but look, I beat it and I didn't even read. So now it is super giant time. All right, I started reading the rules. This one, it sounds like free skill points for the most part, so I kind of want to bring her because I never get to use her. Of course, when we get hit, it sounds like it reduces our skill points, which is not going to be fun. But let's just start spamming skills as much as we can. All right, here we go. Boom. Oh, you get it first try when I don't want you to? So there's Dwarf Star. Then we move on to Super Giant. I am loving being able to just spam all my skills though. This might be the Super Giant where we're able to go the furthest. 1.6 million damage. Oh, we're doing it. We made it to wave 6. This was 100% designed specifically for Erudition characters. A flawless victory. Now we get to go back to suffering. Wait a minute. Does the Lightning Lord count as a summon? I guess it kind of does. As this part of the event buffed summons a bunch, but I didn't read it because we don't have summons. Or at least I thought we didn't. I guess we kind of do. Because if I use my skill here, and then the Lightning Lord takes an action, he goes, which ends it. Okay, never mind. We've made it to Super Giant. Let's try this again. We'll use our skill and we'll use our burst. And that gives our Lightning Lord 8 stacks. So as long as Genuine does not die before that thing moves, we should be able to see the buffs in action. Here goes Lightning Lord proc number 1. That hits a bunch, does a good amount of damage. And then he goes immediately again and again and again. How many times are you going to go? Oh, another time. Why not 5 times in a row? Yeah, 6 times. That sounds pretty good too. Oh, 7? Even better. 8. Okay. All right. Calm down. 9 times in a row. 10 times in a row. If you really... Oh, 11. He's still going. He's not done yet. 12. Okay, am I just done? Can I walk away? Now imagine if he actually did more damage. Uh-oh, look whose turn is coming back up, and I'm gonna do this. Assuming that this works, it should just let Jade keep proccing up. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I could just sit back and relax for a while, because Jade and Jing Yuan are just gonna kind of keep alternating turns at this point. This is great. I love this. Oh, new enemies? Too bad Lightning Lord's still going. It is always his turn. Oh, now it's Jade's turn. Unfortunately, we have no sustain, so we did end up dying. We do also have Seal Slammers going on, and I figure we might as well do that, though not before I go in and do 2 more pulls for this light cone. Pull number 1, nothing. Pull number 2, also nothing. I do actually want to use our new character, so I'm going to level this light cone. It may end up being a waste, but if we get very unlucky, or if I don't have enough of these. But essentially, I just don't want to go the entire video without even using the new character while we wait to get his light cone. So it's time to go back to some farming. And just like that, this light cone is maxed out. So for the time being, we have 2700 attack, 130 speed, and then an 81 to 142 crit ratio. Now, obviously, if he's in combat with the Herda, he's going to be getting an additional 80% crit damage. Plus, we're also getting 12% crit rate from this ornament set. So it's really like a 93% crit rate to 220% crit damage, although it appears that in this event, I will not even get to use my new character. You know what we can do to both get some more Jade and use our new character? We can come in here, put him on the team for the first time, and at some point, I should read what he does. Well, let's use this skill. They are terrified. Oh, they actually just run away from me. All right, my good sir. What is it that you do? Oh, that's a pretty cool animation. I don't know if I'm crazy, but to a certain extent, he reminds me of Dainsleif from Genshin. He does seem to be like a pseudo Erudition Silverwolf, kind of, because he does put on some weaknesses to the enemy, which is kind of ironic, because if we had gotten that a long time ago, it would have been fantastic for this account. But with him, we now have at least 1 character from every element in the game. However, I'm sure it's still going to come in handy. I think we're getting to the point where everyone's going to be doing big damage. Over 1 million there with the Herda. It also feels like he's quite good at getting through enemy shields. So how much is this hitting for? 300,000. Okay. I finally decided it was time to have a read through what he does. Now, this passive talent is pretty nice, though unfortunately, I will never get the 140% additional crit damage as we're running a full team of Erudition characters, but every character, including him, gets 50% additional damage. So now that I've read all this, it looks like we shouldn't expect huge damage from him, but he does buff the rest of the team a little bit, as well as gives debuffs to the enemies, and so he fits very nicely into a sub-DPS position on the team, and is probably the closest thing that we'll get to support on this account. I mean, he does do some ignore defense, up to 28%, but I think it's just an unfair comparison to put him next to the Herda, and there's phase 3. Oh, he's going crazy on us. Okay, wait, calm down. I got revived by something. All part of my plan, of course. Oh, Herda's down. Uh-oh. You kind of need to kill it here or you lose. Can you take out the whole last health bar all by yourself? That'd be pretty cool if you did. And it looks like that is exactly what you're gonna do. Wow, if not for him, I would have lost. Let us once again try our hand at the light cone banner. I don't really expect to get it with 2 whole pulls, which, yeah, I'm not surprised. So I just started the next day of this event, and this was not the super giant thing. This was the baby mode, and I could not beat it. So we're gonna have to make some changes to the team here. I'm gonna bring New Boy, and we'll see if this is enough to do this. I really hope it is, because then at least I feel like he has contributed significantly to this account. He does decent damage. He does it again, and this is looking much better than it did last time. So I think it's safe to say he's a very good addition to this account, and I'm slowly learning the tech for him. You can essentially use his ultimate when the enemy's about to do like their secondary action and interrupt them, making it so that they don't get to do that secondary action, which on an account with no real sustain, that is huge. I want to see if I can get it to happen here. So, okay, we're playing. He's gone. It's probably not going to happen. I'm going to die. Yeah, we are about to get deleted. That was the hardest one for this account so far. Can we be rewarded for our efforts, though? Survey says not yet. I did realize, though, we have quite a few characters on the account now, and some decent builds on some of them. So I think we might be able to take on different game modes. Like, Pure Fiction is something that I've pretty much not touched, especially now that we do have at least 1 character of every different type. We might be able to do this. I do actually want to improve Serval's build because we do have E6 for her. Let's find out. if we can do this. I mean, this one, we definitely should be able to. The enemy is level 55. If we cannot do this, I should just delete the account. And if I'm not mistaken, Pure Fiction is one of the spots where Erudition characters shine the best. We also have the Hall of Mirror Hall of whatever the thing is on the train. I'm kind of just cooking this enemy right now. Then we buff up, which is kind of funny that most Erudition characters, their skills or techniques out of combat don't initiate combat. I think Rappa and Serval might be the only ones that do. Oh, I didn't even realize it, but I put Himiko and Herta on the same team. This is going to be fun. There we go. Oh, right, and Jade's on the team too. We are about to go crazy with the follow-up attacks. I did also take the buffs that makes it so during the grit mode, that's what it's called, we don't actually consume skill points when using skills, so I can just spam everything. There we go. Easy 80,000. The next one is level 65, and once again, I'm making it so that I do not consume skill points. Almost to grit mode. There we go. It is time to begin the spamming, which is why I brought along everyone's favorite skill point enjoyer. Although ironically, she's not had to use a single skill point yet, which kind of defeats the whole point of bringing her. Here we go. We get to use a skill point, and I bet you I'm only going to get to use one. Let's see. Oh, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we love to see it. Unfortunately, I expect no damage. 90. 90,000, 50,000. So she did 140,000 at max skill points. Not exactly the most impressive. To be fair, what is my build on her? It's okay. I think this is the kind of content where our lack of speed is very obvious because all of the enemies move before me. It is undeniable that the Herta is this account's strongest character by a long shot. Like, it's not even close. We got ourselves another 80,000. I think we're already at the point, though, where we're not going to be able to max out the score here. Not necessarily because we can't do enough damage, but rather we have 0 sustain. Come on, big damage. This is not even the final boss enemy. Okay, there goes that one. This is the final one of the first half. We just need to trust in Anaxa to keep delaying their turns. All right, here we go. He moves, and then I'm gonna interrupt him here so he doesn't get his second move. He does that, but then we cut in. So we can see up here, he's gonna move, except no, he's not. Because Anaxa has something to say about it. We just deleted his action. I don't know how many more times I could do that, though, because people are about to start dropping. Okay, there goes one. We are officially in danger. Oh, and I run out of grit value right now. That's not fun. I'm just gonna use this. I'm probably not surviving until the boss moves again anyways. So we might as well try to do as much damage as we can. Oh boy. It's fine. It's so fine. Watch this. I'm gonna finish it off right here. Boom. Oh, I forgot she's all about break. She doesn't really do damage after that. Live. Argenti, you got this. Huge nuke. Needed to be a little huger. You can live. You can live one more attack, right? You're fine. I don't know if you take damage over time here. You don't. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna attack. Get my burst. Okay, ultimate, same thing. We use that, and then the boss dies to the dots before... never mind, I just kill it. Not even close. Follow-up attacks are just so satisfying. And they just keep chaining back into each other. 1.8 million damage. The Herta is a monster. Also, earlier in the video, I remember now that I said the closest thing we'll ever get to a support character is Anaxa. That is a lie. We have Jade. But I mean, she also does a good amount of damage too. So we somehow got another 80,000, meaning this is the one where we're gonna lose terribly. Yo, I never realized how short she is. I'm going to win so hard. Massive W inbound. All right, I take back what I said about the big, massive W. It was just a prank. You can calm down. You guys don't have to kill me here. We could just talk about this. Why not solve our problems through discourse instead of violence? No, please. At least let me beat the second boss. Uh-oh, he's going on a rampage. Let's just all collectively agree to put our trust in the Herta, as she has a lot of work to do here. Stage 2, we've made it. We're only at 32,000 points so far. Okay, second boss is gone. This is the final guy. I have no idea what he does. Not that it really matters, because I just have to worry about killing him. So long as we win, it doesn't matter what he does. Ideally, I won't even have to find out because he won't get a turn. Oh no, he's gonna get a turn. Wait. No. Don't do anything more than that. That was fine. Just leave it at that. You got one hit. Isn't that enough? He's still at 80% HP. Oh, he's tanky. Oh no, that looks too fancy. I don't want to see what that does. Please break him. Oh, good. We break him. We don't get to see what it does. Come on. Come on. I'm so close. Oh, I'm really not that close, but I'm kind of close. Oh, no. Herda went down. GG. Will he get to do his big nuke? No, they finished me off right before he got to. I don't think that that's too bad, though. Now, maybe people think this is a very easy game mode. I'm not sure, but I usually don't even touch it. So the fact that we almost fully cleared it, I think it's pretty good. I am happy with that. I thought there were also other versions of it, but as far as I could tell, this is the only one. Since we got some jade, you already know what that means. We resume our pulling and hope to get a little lucky. Oh, that felt a little laggy, but it wasn't. It's the same like cone I got earlier that I still can't use. I guess the wish animations are just lagging. Like I said, I think that we have some stuff we could do in here. Because this is untouched. This one, I've done a little bit. And then I guess we did complete the base one. Let's go to this first, because apparently we left off here and we're not able to clear it. This will be a good tell of whether the account has become stronger. And I don't really have to pay attention to the weaknesses on one side as much because of our brand new character. Oh, and there's a follow-up attack boost? Yeah, this is looking good. Although the deer has 2 health bars, which I'm not a huge fan of, but the herder doesn't care about that as she's about to take out both of them in one hit. The account has indeed gotten stronger. Wait, is this the boss? Oh, it was? Anaxa just manhandled him. That went way smoother than I thought. So this is the final floor or whatever we call this. Crystal? Oh, enemy does a lot of damage. I don't like that. Oh, that's very bad. Why did you have to target her out of everybody here? This is way harder than the last one. I'm gonna try one different team and see if perhaps this works better. I'm also going to save my ultimate here. If I could do this, then she moves, then I use the ultimate to get rid of her second action because we do not want that here. Oh, big damage. Oh my gosh, get deleted. Of course, now this side is probably not gonna go as well. Oh no. No, stop. We don't appreciate that. Wait, no, stop. Don't do that. Oh, yeah. Like I said, this side is not gonna go as well. Dare I say, it's going kind of bad. Well, we tried. We either need more forms of sustain or a second version of the Herda. I would take either. Once again, we gotta test our luck. Have we made it? Can I get the light cone? This one. Surely. It's this one. It's this. It's not this one. What am I gonna do with a jellyfish? The answer is nothing, but we can still gain some more jade. We should once again be back to easy mode since this is a lower level for the enemies. So I'm just gonna see how far I can get in here. I was able to beat crystals 1 through 6, though we were starting to struggle quite a bit on 6. So what I would like to do is claim everything, then do our 2 pulls and see if we can get his light cone to help us clear the next one. It's not there. Oh, look, the jellyfish is back. Come on. Holographic. That's not holographic. I imagine we're around 60 pity, if not a little higher. So I might just work through this event off camera because, I mean, Erudition has nothing to do with this event. And there is quite a bit of dialogue here. Mission complete. We have finished everything that this event has to offer. We have gotten a couple of these stellar warp pulls that we can do. So we will quickly get those out of the way. We got a Lynx and we got a Yukong. Okay, we come in here. We get 2 of these. Go back to this banner. And I think I could just barely afford to do a 10 pull. It is gold. Now, it's a 75% chance that we get the light cone, right? As I say every time, I've lost this before, but let's not do that again. Survey says, oh, it's like at the end of these pulls. Yeah, it was the last one. It is Erudition. It is what we want. Once again, I have somehow gotten both the new Erudition character and their signature light cone without spending. I guess that's the benefit of sticking to one path. Oh, I need more of these again. The things that are not dropped anywhere except for when you farm for money. That just seems weird. But fine. I will get even richer. I think I might actually be ending this episode off with more credits than I started it with, even with all the upgrading, just because of how much money I had to farm. So his build is not really finalized because I do want to get to at least 134 speed, and we also could swap this out for an attack percent instead. But for now, I think it's decent enough. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, I will see you all next time.